Cloud is a amazing character for some very, very awkward matchups for Peach, namely characters like Ice Climbers, for just a random example that popped into my head. Peach versus Palutena is far from bad. I would probably think it's even at the very worst for both sides. Either way, though, we get to start off on Pokemon Stadium 2 and get to see just what's cooking here. No turnip pulls on the part of Jukain. He's just letting Mateo take all that space and convert it into 45% right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't think Jukain just wants to risk, going for a turnip, and then, of course, you see the auto reticle there going to be such a nuisance to Jukain's game plan. But yeah, not really opting to go for that turnip, just trying to play neutral around Mateo, trying to move constantly so that Mateo can't get a combo off.
A focus on coverage and stage control on the part of Jukain, but man, it's tough to do that against Mateo, not only because of Palutena's overall speed, but his consistency with these teleport cancels makes holding center so hard against Palutena.
Right now, of course, Jukain needs just one conversion. But right now, Mateo getting the nair into the up tilt, something he's just able to hit every single time. And Jukain, right now, at quite the deficit, 45% only draws Mateo.
It actually didn't even true combo, but Jukain looks like he inputted a float there, which or some sort of jump, which allowed it to pop right in. Oh my god! I barely got finished explaining the last stock. Chill out.
Mateo, we have a job here.
Come on, man. I'm trying to talk about how good you're playing, and you're continuing to play well. What is this?
Stop it!
And a rough start here for Jukain.
Oh, it really is, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, when you can't go for the stuff that you want to go for, and you're forced to change up your game plan, it really does, change the pace, and in reality, your tempo while playing this game. It's just something you're not comfortable with, and that's what Mateo's looking for. Gets the up smash, which hits below the stage right there. And again, quite the deficit, and huge damage coming out from Mateo. 50. Okay, the down air. There you go.
I don't want it to go understated how incredible it is to feel that you never have to worry about a Peach floating near your shield, because you just have an instantaneous answer in that neutral air out of shield. But it's Mateo. It is Jukain taking his first stock with that back air, turnip in hand. Let's see if he's able to do anything with it. Hunting for up airs. Fortunate miss there, and now the turnip separated, the back air's coming down, barely able to make it back, and the get up attack as well from Jukain, buying himself a little bit of time, and a little bit of time can go a long way against a character like Peach.
Ooh, but no time there for Jukain. This time was up, actually, as Mateo sends him upwards into the blast zone, into game number 2. But man, that was like, what a start from Mateo, right? Just getting his confirms, preventing Jukain really from getting any of his confirms, and just catching out all of these, recoveries that Jukain was attempting to go for, but just, again, no real turnout for Jukain as a 2-stock to get us into the next game. Mateo, again, showing why he is one of the best in New Jersey.
Yeah, consistently been on the PR as of lately, but always in that lower half.
Yeah.
The 7 and unders. And, for Mateo, I feel like he's been hungry and been grinding. It's just little matchups and little mental gaps that he needs to steadily fill in against certain characters or certain players that he's been struggling with. But the talent and the skill is certainly there every time you watch him play. It's like, man, like he's so close to a major breakthrough that'll go from one of the members of the NJPR to one of the best in Tri-State.
Yeah, no, literally. It's crazy how, and I think that just comes down to, his appearances in locals, because I know he pops out to a lot of fusions and center stages, but I think it's just, Mateo, he's there. I can tell he is there just to be in that top 10 and even top 5 if he really puts the time into it. But Jukain, right now, counter picking to Smash Fill, so the smaller stage, preventing Mateo any space to basically just, get
stuff. He had to weave around the down tilt that was up there, which also can hit very, very low, but Mateo doing it just late enough to where Jukain had to just couldn't play around it anymore. Very, very nice stuff on the part of Jukain, on the part of Mateo.
Oh.
Playing super late. Down throw. Not able to reach the platform, but getting double fair is certainly a fine reward.
Yeah, the amazing, you know, zoning coming out from Mateo, just using auto reticle, timing it correctly to when Jukain's gonna jump. Huge teleports to come back on the stage. That down air actually gonna lead into quite the edge guard right now, as Mateo is just looking to style on Jukain so well. I mean, that goes to show again the confidence that you have going up against the character of Jukain's caliber. But
Nice.
finally getting that edge guard with that turn up, something that Jukain desperately needed.
Yeah, perfect timing as well. Is that a Stitch? That looks like a Stitch.
It is not a Stitch. Oh, it is. Wait. No,
It's not. It's not.
And that's a
Okay.
stock on.
Maybe the other one was, because that certainly was a hard hit. That's a winky face though, and sometimes you just got to pull the right turnip and have the right combo. And Jukain's certainly hunting for it. That's unfortunate.
You can tell by Jukain's movement that like, when he threw that winky, he was like, man. He just crouched and he was like, darn it.
That's one of Peach's many X factors though. Not only with these float cancel combos, but like confirms off of an item that applies really safe pressure. On top of that item being sometimes like explosive in the literal sense, certainly can be quite dangerous. But Jukain just constantly, it seems like a little bit late on these buttons. The up air not connecting on the roll in, and meanwhile Mateo playing up tempo has certainly given Jukain so many fits.
And again, that first stock SD kind of really attributing to this. To put it in you know, nicer terms, a slaughter. Really, oh my god, the up smash. Huge hitbox right there. And Jukain just, man, he was just exposed really against Mateo, who was just able to catch out so many different recoveries, play stage advantage super well, and 2-0 in that fashion. Mateo's looking to win this very, very, in very, very swift fashion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no player in this bracket that if he's played them before, there's no one that he hasn't beaten. So certainly up for grabs between the 1 and 2 seeds in this bracket, as Marcus does in fact make it into top 8, leaving our winner side of top 8 as Marcus against Sea Carrot and Mateo against Aquaze, who is able to take it over Hayes in 2-0 fashion, I believe, or 2-1 fashion.
Yeah, 2-1.
2-1 fashion, yes. So that marks our top 8 winner side. Top 8 loser side will fill out slowly but steadily in an Omnic Bob Steezy set, Hayes Tone Stone, Jukain MT, and Lemon Tea against the winner of Curdle and Yobi. But we will be throwing it to a quick break before we get into some top 8 action after these